What's up with you guys? Welcome to another video. This video is going to consist of how to do a mid-ball fade while keeping the length on top, kind of like a faux hawk. So from the sides, going to be shorter than from the middle. So yeah, hope you guys like it. If you guys do, please make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and please don't forget to share with everyone in your family, your friends, and I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. Alright, you guys, right here, I'm just combing down the hair in order to have a clean surface to work with before I start my fading process. He does want to part, or as you guys call it, design, so I'm going to be parting the hair the longest to that side. Right here, I'm going to start off with my number 2 guard in order to just take out some bulk, and I'm going to have it all the way close, which means that the lever is all the way up, and I'm going to be doing that all around the head. And he is getting a mid fade and leaving the top a bit darker, so that's what we're going to be doing here. Once I finish doing that, I'm going to open the lever all the way and continue to remove some bulk right above that. After that, I'm going to get my number 3 guard, and I'm going to close it all the way and continue to remove some bulk. And once I'm finished with that, I'm going to open it and just hit it right above that. My client was telling me that he wanted some type of hook around his temple area, and so that's what I'm going to do. And so I started balding him out with my fast feeds all around the head, and I will be dropping it slightly down into the occipital bone because I feel like it gives it more of a unique blend instead of just going straight across. Tail liner in order to get as close as possible before I hit it with the shaver. Right here I'll be using my shaver, and honestly this is the best shaver that I've used so far. I've tried the Wall 5-star shaver, but honestly, I choose this one over that one any day. Right here, I'm going to be using my fast feeds, and I'm going to be making another guideline 1/4 of an inch above the bald guideline. Once I finish with that, I'm going to be opening the lever all the way and doing the exact same thing above that initial guideline. Now I'll be using my Andes tail liner in order to remove that bottom faint line that you guys see. Once I finish with that, I'm going to start fading upwards, so I'm going to be opening the notch or the lever 1/4 of an inch at a time until I'm all the way open. Once I finish with that, I'm going to start fading downwards, doing the exact same thing, same steps, just going downwards. Now we'll be using my number 1 guard, and I open the lever all the way, which is equivalent to a 1.5 guard, and I will be going around 1/2 inch to 1 inch above that guideline. Once I finish with that, I close it completely, and I try to just kind of slightly hit that line and try to take it off, even though it's not going to take it off. Now I have my number 0 guard, and I'll just be putting it slightly open, and I'll just be flicking out and trying to remove that line. Once I finished with that, I saw that there's still, or it looked kind of bulky at the top, so I grabbed my number 2 guard and I closed it. I hit it once again, and once I finished with that, I opened it and I hit it again. Now with this is my 1 guard, and I opened it again just to clean up some work, and I'm going to start fading downwards from that 2 all the way to that 0. As you guys can see right here, I have my 0 guard, and like I said, I'm fading downwards, so I open it all the way, close it halfway and then close it completely, and I do the exact same thing without the guard. And that's basically my method on fading down. Right here, what I'm doing is I grab my Slimline Pro Alive, and all I'm doing is shaping the corner of his lineup, and just make sure to keep it sharp and pretty natural as much as you can, and get that nice little curve shape. Alright, you guys, right here I'm going to be showing the other side, but I'm not going to be explaining it verbally. I'm going to just have the subtitles on, and I'm going to speed up the video. So just apply the same technique that I did in the previous side to this side, and I'll catch you guys at the end of the video. Alright, so right here I'm gonna start making his design or part, however you guys want to call it. And just make sure to stay real consistent, and make sure to start off the line or design very thin, you know, just like a rough draft, and then later on you guys can thicken it out, or however your client wants it, however you think it looks best. Showing right here is the other side of the part or design, because there's two parts of the design or part, the bottom part and the top part. And if you guys just do one side, it doesn't look as clean, as crispy, but if you guys do both, then it takes you to a whole nother level. As you guys see right here, I grabbed my Slimline Pro Alive, and I'm just doing some touch-up work. You guys might have not seen the line that I seen in person, but it was there, so that's why I hit it. And right here, all we're doing is we're basically fading in the beard with the fade from the top, and you know, it's pretty easy. You know, it's just kind of like a reverse fade, but fading upwards at the same time. I don't know if you guys get that, but I'll explain to you guys as we go. So right here I have my fast feeds, and all I'm doing is I'm opening the lever, and then I'm fading downwards but upwards at the same time. I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. Right there I have my number one guard, I have it open, then I close it halfway, and then I close it completely. And right here what I'm doing is I have my fast feeds once again with the lever all the way open with no guard, and I'm just hitting that subtle line that you guys can see with the corner. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just trimming the beard to a number 2 guard because that's what my client wanted, and we're going to do that on both sides. And just letting you know, he does have a slight patch or kind of light hair on the bottom of his goatee, his left side I believe it was. And so yeah, what we do to one side, you gotta do to the other. And yeah, once again, he wants to keep the darkness of his goatee as dark as possible. Now that we're getting to the lineup, just make sure to keep it natural as possible and avoid any major pushbacks. And you know, some minor pushbacks are kind of necessary on some people, but you gotta have that whole client consultation, and if they don't want it, then you gotta just work with what they have. And if they do kind of want to push it back a bit, then that's when they tell you, and you gotta do what they want you to do. At first I kind of like to do also like a rough draft of the lineup and see what I have to work with, and later on I go ahead and fix all the minor things that I need to in order to make it as crispy and as straight as possible. Now moving on to the razor, just it's pretty simple, you know, just make sure to keep the skin stretched the opposite way of where you're cutting, and you know, just be careful on not cutting any pimples or anything like that, because you will make it bleed and it's bad once that happens. And with the beard, all I can say is just don't take it too low unless they want it to. Just make sure to keep it as symmetric as possible with the other side, because that's what matters, that's what makes it look nice, and that's basically it for the beard. One thing that I highly suggest to do is remove all the stray hairs that are overlapping the lineup. As you guys can see, you guys probably see the little light spot that he has in his goatee, but I mean, we can't really do nothing much about that unless you guys are using hair fibers or any of that, but I mean, that washes off once they go shower, so there's really no point on doing that here. But either way, he's gonna fill that up eventually, so we don't have to worry about that right now. What I'm doing right here is I'm just damping his hair a little bit in order to get it ready to get cut with scissors. And he did tell me he wanted to cut like around half, maybe 1/3, I don't remember, but that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, just make sure to cut everything all even, but in this case he wanted kind of like a full hot cut, so the sides is obviously gonna be shorter than the middle. And so yeah, it's basically nothing too crazy. Alright you guys, so we're getting to the end of the video. This is the cut. I hope you guys like the cut, and if you guys do, please make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and please share it with others. And so yeah, if you guys do all that, it will really help out the channel, help me out, and to bring you guys better content, this and that. So yeah, I will be doing more barber content and other different type of content as well, so please make sure to keep check on that, so put that notification on and see when I put my next video. See ya.